in hindsight, the consent decree was in 1990. If you had it to do over again, what would you do differently?
There's very little in terms of the decree that I would do differently. The problem, as we've touched upon already, has had to do with implementation. And I would have probably been more insistent that that the state bulk up its resources. Would have probably tried to build in a state-funded regional type of system utilizing parents and others in terms of monitoring, because that is fairly crucial. I'm not certain. People have to understand that the decrees like this, just like legislation, are negotiated. We didn't get everything we wanted, and certainly the state who wanted nothing, didn't end up getting nothing. Although, in fairness, at that time, once we threatened the lawsuit, the state, seemed to, in reasonable good faith, which is not to suggest that there wasn't some game playing, and there certainly were differences of view as to how to go about doing things. But it's not to suggest that they were not hostile. They worked with us on this. But these are all negotiated decrees. So in hindsight, the biggest concern has been implementation rather than substance. 300 hours. Could we have done that? Could we have done that better so that it created less hostility? I don't think so. I think that's the nature of forcing systems to change. That's unfortunate, but it's there might have been some ways that we could have been a little bit smarter about that. Certainly, to make the programs more interesting, we sort of turned it over to the state, who contracted with some people to put together a curriculum on these things. Some of it was good, some of it wasn't so good. There should have been better oversight, and we probably should have been overseeing the overseers better. But those are the main things that I can think of.